I put it on the screen. Were you there? Let's see. So the Bud Files is here. Hey, is that Sue? Sue, is that you watching from the Bud Files? And I think we got caught up with everybody. Woo! Okay. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you guys so much. I love you all so much. Whenever here, sometimes the show gets 50, 60, 70 people watching. Sometimes that's 15. I don't care. Either way, y'all are wonderful. You are the apple in my eye, the cream in my coffee, the gigawatts, and of course, you are the energon that makes this guy transform and roll out.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
Yes, and I'm going to be rolling out some things that are brand new tonight. So that's going to be exciting. Here in just a few moments. But first of all, we have to start bringing on our guests.
Good afternoon, everybody.
No!
MJ!
Hey, I thought Erica was coming out first. I was like, oh, I have time to whatever.
Yeah. I love the background though. It's so magically MJ. Very, very cool. Very cool.
I'm excited about it.
How you doing?
I'm exhausted. I need that energy, Drews. Energy.
Yeah, I gotta get we'll get some energized to you. That's good stuff.
Yeah. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Very great, wonderful Wednesday.
I erased.
I can't complain.
I erased something I was supposed to put up in the comments earlier. I'm like, I can't get it back. And it's right before the show. Yeah, it's been a busy day today. Oddly busy. Oh, thank you, Bruce. That's a nice comment. Always
that is a nice comment.
Quality individuals like you and your family and friends. Well, I appreciate that, Bruce. We admire you guys more than you know, and you'll see it as I'm starting something new tonight. You'll see it in just a few moments, I promise you. But before that, we got to look to the future. We're going to the future because only one person I know comes to us from the future.
Doc, calm down, okay? Just calm down. It's me. It's Marty.
No, it can't be you. I sent you back to the future.
Hey, Doc, that's right, but I came back again. I came back from the future. Don't you remember last night? You fainted. I brought you home.
This can't be happening. You can't be here. It doesn't make sense for you to be here. I refuse to believe that you are here.
Oh, but she's here all the way from 6 hours in the future.
Yeah.
The other side of the planet.
Cold.
It's cold, right? Like we're in Florida and I'm freezing. I have a beanie and I have my blanket.
I like your beanie. It goes with your backdrop. You got a whole vibe going there.
Dude, I am the queen of beanies. If you came to my house and you saw how many beanies I have, this I've had for like 10 years, maybe more. Look at it's the eyes are dangling. Like does anyone have a
MJ? Fabulous idea popped into my head just now.
Talk to me.
We open a coffee shop.
Yeah.
We open a coffee shop. It's called the Queen of the Bean. But the theme is all the beanies. And it's like got beanies everywhere for decoration. And people are like, what's that? It's because it's beanies and coffee beans together. And you actually sell beanies.
I love it. And with Erica's Brewed Banter right there, like front and center.
If I got into the coffee business, my brand would be Wake the Dead Coffee.
Oh,
Wake the Dead.
Perfect.
See?
Dead. Yeah, it's got the spooky vibes. And my grandmother used to say that a lot. If something was really, really good, she'd say, oh my gosh, this is so good. It would wake the dead. But you have to say it in Spanish. Sounds better.
How do you say that in Spanish? Muertos. Levante muertos.
Levante muertos.
That sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Levante muertos.
Levante muertos.
Levante muertos.
Harry, why didn't it work, Harry? You forgot the coffee. You have to have it. It's not just the wand, it's the coffee. Come on, Weasley. You know better than that. I didn't know, Harry. I was too
On the
busy.
Addams Family, they had the game called Wake the Dead.
They did?
Wasn't that the name of one of like?
I don't know.
They might have. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
before we get on with things, oh my gosh, I cannot get. Ugh. I'm very frustrated tonight. I kept hitting all the wrong buttons. MJ, I'm gonna teach you how to produce or learn because I'm hitting all the wrong things here tonight. Can't get
Apparently,
it. Okay.
I know what to do. I just need access.
Yeah, I got to figure that one out. Well, we're going to start with supers. We already got some really cool support. Thank you so much. Let's right out of the get-go, we've got 4-leaf Shogi. That's going Shogi. He's got his lucky Irish moniker on for as we lead up to St. Patty's Day. If you haven't seen my vlog about St. Patty's Day and the best place to get a St. Patty's Day meal just outside of Disney, go check that one out. It's Frankie Farrell's. It's a great place. It is the best pretzel that I've ever had. It's this giant thing like this big, and it comes with the best beer cheese I've ever had. And Frankie Farrell's, it is probably about a third of the price of going to Raglan Road, and you can go there and get their St. Patrick's Day special, get the corned beef. And
I have a funny
cabbage.
story about a pretzel. When we were in freaking Pandora, like an idiot, I go to Pongu, if the name is wrong.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I'm tired, okay? And
Pongu Pongu's right.
Kelly wants everything. And I'm like, just get whatever you want. And then I'm like, can I have 2 pretzels? She's like, but she's trying to explain to me. I'm like, lady, look, I need 2 of them. It's a party of 4. She's like, you don't understand. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. We need 2 pretzels. They were this big.
Yeah, they are. They're really big.
The big
They're,
Oktoberfest.
So-
pretzels.
Holy crap.
those are the big ones too, right? The big giant pretzels, but they're not as soft and fresh as Frankie Farrell's makes. I've actually compared them to the ones that big giant one you get in the park. However, the Pongu Lumpia from Pongo Pongo is one of my favorite little snacks, but they're
Those
not.
are good.
They used to be like $3.95 and you get 2 of them, and now they're like $5.95 and you get one.
You get uno, and me and my son were sharing it. I'm like, just take 1 bite.
All right, so thank you so much for the gifties going, Shogi. Our super chat goal is 10, and if we get the super chat goal tonight, we will do an extra live this weekend, and I might even do it on location from somewhere. So let's congratulate Just Some Milk, Katie Kondo, Dylan C. I think that's Dylan Soup, Dylan 93 C, Mavromat, Raz Peking Dan, Space Dave 2000, Disney Boys, Stitch 13, Megastar 997, 2 Penny Puppet, and Fletcher Williams 5947 also got a membership to the channel. So thank you so much, Going Shogi. Going Shogi, I got something special for you. The first one that I've done when we do a celebration that is an individual celebration just for you. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Everybody get ready to celebrate. We're going to celebrate together right now.
That
is
was
our-
so cool.
cute.
That's
That
our
is the
Going
coolest
Shogi
thing ever.
celebration.
That's adorable.
Who wants to see it again?
I say do
was
it again.
That cute. I'd watch it again. It's
Yeah,
so cute.
all right.
Totally.
Going Shogi, this one's for you. This is the first one that I've done, so I don't have all the tools that Pro has, and I apologize for that, but I'm going to try and get more of these out, and here we go. I should put some Swedish Chef sounds in there. There's a pink bow tie. I don't know about the pink bow tie. I didn't even see the pink bow tie.
Shogi wants to know how we got so much footage of him. Well, what happened was I got on a plane and then I was recording with my phone in his window and then I sent it to Ron and then Ron was able to make the video.
That's how it is. Oh, hey, it's Mr. Fulton Mraz. We need prayers for Fulton. I know he says he's not doing well. He hurt. I saw this the other day. Hurt my shin on the wooden box at the Training for Life Special Olympics. Keep me in your prayers. And in the hospital till Monday. Oh my gosh, man. Well, Mr. Fulton Mraz, thank you for watching from the hospital. That is no fun of a place to be. The last time my last stint in the hospital, 2017, I will never forget it because I was in there with food poisoning. It was one of those times when things were coming out both ends, and I thought I was just gonna throw up my insides. Man, it was awful, and I hate that. That GI, God, that stuff is all just awful, awful, awful. Gordon Ramsay was yelling at me because I forgot to shave that day. Oh golly. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I know that Chef Eddie pops in here from time to time, and I'm gonna have to do something completely different for a different chef, Chef Eddie. So yeah, pretty wild. Yeah. So everybody, hit prayers for Mr. Fulton Mraz, okay?
Yeah.
And appreciate you chiming in. Well, we are going to start off with the first story because it is fresh on my mind, especially since I just got out of the theater, and we're going to hit it right away. This comes to us out of The Wrap. Now, this is their review, and I have not read it yet, but I want to compare it to my review. And out of The Wrap, it is GOAT Review. Animated basketball flick is surprisingly nuanced, gorgeously crafted. I have not read this yet, but what we're going to do is I'm going to read this, and then I want to compare it to my review because my family and I just saw this. So this says, let's see, GOAT Review, animated basketball flick, surprisingly nuanced, gorgeously crafted. This is by William Bibiani. Tyree Dillahay's family film about a goat who wants to be the GOAT in an inclusive sports league is a slam dunk. Let me just address the elephant in the room when it comes to woke. Inclusive sports team, when you're dealing with a bunch of animals, it literally doesn't matter. There is nothing about this that screams woke. And I want to address that right up front. Fact of the matter is, they are animals. And in the animal world, sometimes the female is the dominant of the species and sometimes it's the male. And none of that really matters here, because even though they are given human characteristics and traits, they actually, like, I mean, they're animals, so it's just like none of the inclusion part matters, because you can't really metaphor that when you're putting animals in the place of human beings, if that makes any sense. So I just kind of want to get that out of the way, because when you're watching this, there is no sense of it being, actually almost the opposite. It's not, there isn't a sense of it being inclusive. There's actually a sense of it being exclusive. They don't want this goat to join the league because he looks too little. They have, it's funny because we kept commenting while we were watching this, or I kept commenting. I'm like, does this take place in Zootopia? Because it appears to, like it literally feels like you're kind of in that Zootopia world where all the animals sort of are in their own universe and get along like that. Technically, I guess it doesn't. It's made by Sony. It's a totally different film company, but they divide the animals into bigs, mediums, and littles, and they keep calling the goat a little, even though he's like a medium. But as far as the sports are concerned, you're not allowed to play. Technically, like there's never been any medium or little in the sports. So while they're calling it inclusive, I don't know where they're getting that from. Technically, it's very exclusive. Not an easy thing to get in. So that's just this. I just wanted to address that and get that out of the way because it's really there's no sense of that you get when you're watching the film. So it says Caleb McLaughlin and Gabrielle Union in GOAT. And yes, by the way, the voices, the only one that I recognized was Patton Oswalt, because you just can't not recognize Patton Oswalt's voice. But he played the team's coach. And he tried to do his vocal work a little differently than he normally does to give it some nuance and different influence. But to be honest with you, Patton Oswalt is just always Patton Oswalt. You just can't get away from Patton Oswalt. Hey, Kit Kat, see you. Just want to let you know, see you out there. So here it is, out of the wrap. I'm just kind of curious what he said. Then I'll give you my thoughts, and then I want to get thoughts from the panel. On paper, Tyree Dillahay's GOAT sounds less like a movie and more like a dad joke that got out of hand. It's an animated basketball film about a hero who wants to be the greatest of all time, aka the GOAT. You get it? The gag is the hero is an anthropomorphic goat. Get it? Yeah. And they do actually make the joke in the movie because I'll get onto that in a minute. Let me read this first. The concept of GOAT may be cheesy, but Dillahay's film is appropriately all about not judging books by their covers. In the world of GOAT, anthropomorphic animals play a professional sport called rollerball, which is essentially basketball, but with environmental hazards. It's extremely dangerous, and until now, the only players were very large animals: panthers, rhinoceroses, Komodo dragons. Smaller animals, ranging from guinea pigs to goats, need not apply. Told you, it's exclusive. It's not inclusive. Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things stars as Will Harris, a young goat who refuses to give up his dream and practices on the court when all the big animals aren't looking. When a superstar called Main Attraction, he's called Main Attraction because he's got a beautiful mane as a horse. It's actually, you find out later it's fake hair, but it's kind of funny. Anyway, voiced by Aaron Pierre, shows up at Will's local court, challenging all takers for a publicity stunt. Will throws his hat in the ring and humiliates the professional player. Will loses the game, but it goes viral anyway, and soon he's signed on as a novelty act to the Vineland Thorns. That Vineland has nothing to do with Vineland Road in Orlando. Just want to get that out of the way because I kept thinking of it the whole movie. I'm like, I can't get Vineland out of my head because it's such a major road in Orlando. The Vineland Thorns, the worst rollerball team in the league, who just need to put butts, tails, and cloacas in the seats. Will is smart, talented, sensitive, and committed. He's a good role model for kids, a good influence on his teammates, including Olivia, the insecure ostrich, Lenny, the unmotivated giraffe. This is Nicola Coughlan, Stephen Curry, Moto, the exhibitionist Komodo dragon, Nick Kroll. I never got that was a Komodo dragon. I honestly did not get that was a Komodo dragon. I could not figure out what animal that was supposed to be, but okay. And then Archie, the overworked single dad rhinoceros, who's played by David Harbour, also from Stranger Things. The star player, Jet Fillmore, is a musically egotistical panther voiced by Gabrielle Union, and she's arguably the best in the league, but she's not a team player, so she never won the title, and she's starting to worry about her legacy. And then this continues to go on. He tells more about the movie. I'm trying to see if there's any. Let's see. The story of GOAT involves bad sports team becoming a good sports team, making it all the way to the big game, blah, 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 blah. Kind of a run-of-the-mill review, if you will. So let me give you my take. First and foremost, I got to say, my family, we had a wonderful, wonderful time watching this film. I mean, it was like, I was so surprised. There were like when I'm watching anthropomorphic animals and there are scenes that can get me to tear up, I'm pretty happy. Also, I'm not one who normally likes to go see kids' films at the movie theater. I'm more of a, hey, let's just wait until it, is at home. There weren't, sadly, there weren't very many people in the theater. I don't think this movie is going to do well, and it should. So I would suggest, if you are out there and your kids have said anything about this movie, it is worth taking them to see. This is one as a parent you'll enjoy. About halfway through the movie, I realized, oh, this is like Rudy. This is very much like it's almost like a retelling of Rudy. If you've ever seen Rudy, right, the underdog story where the kid really wants to be a football player for Notre Dame and finally works his way on the team, but never gets to play, and then finally gets to play. You know, it's that whole thing. The difference being that this goat, who is also that underdog, very much like Rudy, once he does get on the team, gets on the team in a different way. Rudy gets on the team through perseverance, right? The goat gets on the team through a stroke of luck. And that's fine, the different ways they get on the team, but it just felt very much like a Rudy type of story. But you find out, so at the very beginning of the movie, it starts with this kid's mom taking him as maybe a 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid, something like that. Think of it in human terms for a second, because I'm sure that goat life is different, but whatever. So he's this goat, he's this like little kid goat, and he's watching, and the Black Panther, Jet, the female lead, is like his favorite ball player, and his mom has taken him to the ball game to see it, and he's just like jaw-dropping, starry-eyed when he sees the ball player. He's like, I want that. I want to be that person. I want to do that thing. That's my dream. I'm going to do that. Like, you know how like kids get that thing, and some kids just get that thing in their head. Sorry. I'm gonna get emotional about this. Weird. This is really weird.
Don't apologize, because I'm glad I'm not the only one that cries at stuff. Please be vulnerable with us.
When I was 5 years old, and this is what happened. Like it reminded me of my childhood. When I was 5 years old, we were at Six Flags and we were watching the Palace show. This was 1977. And maybe I was 4. It might have been 76 when I was 4. I just remember being a really, really little kid when this happened to me. We're watching the Palace. And for me, that was my big basketball. It wasn't a sports moment thing. It was like the singing, the dancing, the whatever. It just got to me. And I'm like, I am going to perform on that stage someday. So when I was 16, I auditioned and I didn't make it. And when I was 19, I auditioned and I didn't make it. And when I was 20, I auditioned and I did. And I got into the show. Yay. And even though I was 20, I didn't know how young I was, because at that time, that was my whole life. So I had fulfilled a lifelong dream to get on that stage. I only wish now I would have said, when I'm that age, I'm going to be a millionaire, because maybe I would have got it. But I didn't. Anyway. It just reminded me of that. And so this kid, you see that scene, and then it cuts to 10 years later, and it doesn't say anything about the mom, and the kid is trying to make his way in the world, and he's working at a diner as a delivery guy, and he can't make rent, and he finally gets kicked out of the place. On the night he gets kicked out of the place he's living in for not being able to pay the rent, that earlier that day he had gone up against that the main, when I say main, like horse mane, like like horse hair, the horse hair guy, and challenged him, and he got 2 shots over his head and made it in the basket, and he had to get 3 shots to win, and then the horse guy kind of attacked him and made sure he couldn't win. But the fact that he was willing to go against him, his friends put that in a video and threw it up on like YouTube kind of a thing in the movie, and it went viral. And at the same time, the owner of that sports team was being challenged to find another member of the team that could bring in, put butts in the seats. And she saw that, and she's like, I don't even have to play that kid. I'll just bench him, but I'll put him on the team. And and it'll get butts in the seats, right? So
Mhm.
she goes and finds that kid and recruits him, and that's how he gets in. But of course he's benched, and he's benched every game. But the coach it was Patton Oswalt, who's not allowed to coach the team, even though he's called the coach. He's just there to be, hold as a placeholder. The Panther, the Gabrielle Union's character, the Jet lady, she hoards the ball, and the team can never win because she's really good, but she doesn't play with the team as a team. But she finally gets injured, so they have to put the GOAT in. They have to put this character in, and he has read all of the plays.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I know the plays. I can play with the team, and we can do this. And he scores like 3 points, but also the other team members score points, and they win that game. Anyway, through the whole story, yes, Erica, I see the test. It is working. So Jet, like the whole character, like her character realizes that she can't do it all, because if she gets injured, the whole team goes down, and then she feels bad about herself because she's aging out of the game, right? She and people are telling her this, but she's like, no, I've never won they call it the Claw, which is the big sports trophy, right? She's like, I can't leave the game without having won that, but she's getting old and blah blah blah. And so the GOAT says, follow me. And he takes her to that diner. And that diner is all about like worshiping Jet. Like they love, all the people at the diner are such big fans of Jet. And Jet realizes that. And at the same time, the GOAT tells her in the diner that
It's okay, Ron.
that the reason that he is in the position that he's in is because he saw her and wanted to be like her, and his mom encouraged him to dream big, like wrote it on his shoe.
Yeah.
And his mom didn't make it. His mom got sick.
Oh.
And so she didn't get to see him make it big.
She was a waitress, right? Like I saw the trailer. She's a waitress, right? Yeah.
She was initially, like, you find out she had been a waitress in that diner, and that's how, the diner was taking care of the kid, giving him the job and everything. Yeah. And
Erica, you're gonna have to start crying with us too. Okay.
She got sick.
Yeah.
And it's like this movie is so under advertised for how good it is. I will say this, Shogi. The voice of Patton Oswalt always takes me out of almost anything I'm in. Fortunately, and this I gotta say, this is good on Sony's part. The character looked nothing like Patton Oswalt, which really helps, because a lot of times in animations they'll draw the animated character to kind of look like the voice actor. They didn't do this time. That character looks nothing like Patton, and Patton actually voiced it a little bit different, so he did a good job. So I got to give him props. I can't stand Patton Oswalt.
Was she a single mom in the movie?
So
or did he have a dad?
They never mention a dad at all. Like they don't even mention a dad. So she probably was a single mom, but they never mention a dad at all. But it was just the fact that, he worked out, he practiced every day. He said, look, so Jet's the hardest worker, so I got to be the hardest worker. If I want to be like her, I gotta do this thing. And so he ended up re-inspiring her, and then you find out as the team starts to do well, right? Now the team's starting to do well. So everybody in the team pulls together, they start to do well, and then the crass pig owner of and she's a pig, like of the team, is like, well, now that my team's on top, I'm going to sell them. So you find out before the semifinal game that owner wants to sell the team. The only two people that know about it are the Panther and the GOAT. And the GOAT's like, you got to tell the team. And the Panther doesn't want to tell the team. And because she plans on disbanding the team, and like the new owners plan on disbanding the team and moving the team to a different city and getting new players. And they're like, crap. I mean, this is like Vineland, the town that they're from, really is behind the team, even though they're a losing team, but they want them to win. So and she had promised the diner she's going to bring him back to Claw. Anyway, obviously, it's an overcoming story, and the way they do it, I think is fantastic. And really, the only thing that there's nothing crass. The closest thing they get to crass is a joke that I don't know if it's in a different language or the word they used, but it kind of meant I'm going to shove it up your rear end, but they don't say any of that. But they allude,
imply it, yeah.
They allude to that, but it's like okay, that's a you got to put some jokes in there for the adults, right? Yeah,
I like when they do that. It's got to be entertaining for adults and children.
Yeah, but
almost like an old school Pixar film.
Yeah,
because those make you cry. Have a nice story.
But it's by Sony. This is the same people. It's the same group that gave us Into the Spider-Verse and the animated Spider-Man movies, and then also the K-pop Demon Hunters, the same group that gave us that. Yeah. And now they're giving us this, and it's really wild to me because the things that are coming out of these groups that are not Disney have been so much better than Disney lately. Yeah. That's what I'm getting out of this. Like we saw Zootopia, and it's funny because this has a lot of the feel of it as if it were taking place in the Zootopia world because anthropomorphic animals, right? But the animation style is a little bit different, and I don't know. It's just when I go to the movies, if my family has a good time, I'm emotionally moved, and there's a lesson to be learned, which there really, really is. There is this, dream big, good overcomes bad. In the end, of course, the team. I don't want to spoil anything. It has a happy ending as far as how the team ends up in the sales situation and all that, but it's definitely. I would give it a thumbs up and say that if you have a family, if your kids have seen it at all, talked about it, and they want to go, it is worth taking them to. And I don't think that there's anything in it that if you have traditional values that you're going to be offended by. Again, kind of putting anthropomorphic animals in instead of humans, it's just a whole different world. So I thought it was well done. And who knows, maybe there are some things that other parents might object to, but I personally didn't see anything that I would object to. Now, here's my question. Erica, have you even seen anything about this movie being in Germany? It's like a whole different world to you. I don't know if it's even showing over there.
I'm a hermit, so I could check real quick online. It probably is showing on base. I don't know if it's showing at the Kino, but most likely it's showing on base.
And MJ, the reason I'm asking is I didn't see a lot of marketing for this at all. There's maybe 2 times has a trailer come across my YouTube feed. Nothing on Facebook, nothing on Instagram, nothing on X. I'm just not seeing marketing for this at all. And that makes me very curious. Are you the same way, MJ? Have you seen much marketing about this?
Nothing at all. No, Dan's Life made a good point. They did not put it out there like they should have. It went straight to theaters. Normally a movie like that might have gone straight to Netflix like K-pop did, because I bet if they knew how good K-pop was going to do, they would have never put it straight to Netflix. They would have gone to theaters.
Well, considering that
here.
It is
showing.
Okay. So
that's on base.
And there was hardly anybody in the theater. Now this is $5 free popcorn Wednesday. So $5 a seat, bring your own bucket, you get free popcorn. That was, our local movie theater is awesome for that. And I was just really surprised. Now it was a 4:00 in the afternoon showing. So, there wasn't a whole lot going on, but there was I think there was us and there was 3 other people in the theater. So,
and that's weird because there's no school today, right? Or did you guys have
no?
School
there's I think there's school up here, but
yeah, it's playing overseas. It's in the German theaters also.
Okay, so it is over there. It is out. And I wish that this show, I wish that this had a bigger outreach, because I would love to be able to just tell everybody to, go support this, because good entertainment doesn't come along like this as often as it used to.
It sounds like it was written really well and very well put together. Who wrote it? Who directed? Who did?
It was directed by, and it doesn't have a huge, like, David Harbour is one of the biggest stars, and you don't even know. Tyree Dillahay.
Oh wow!
So
there you go. That's probably why it didn't. They even put Jelly Roll was in this movie. What?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't like Gabrielle Union, but
you don't. I don't think you know for a minute that it was her. Honestly, it just like all these characters, it's done so different. So he known for Bob's Burgers. I've never watched Bob's Burgers. Good Times, is that bringing back 2024? I mean, I remember the original Good Times, but
it's got 82% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that should help.
Yeah, I mean, what's the audience score? Let's see. Bob's Burgers, The Jammies, Good Vibes, Pink Panther and Pals.
Oh, I do see Hopper from Stranger Things. He voiced one of the characters. That's funny.
Yeah, he was the Rhino, I think.
That's cool.
And let me see, on Rotten Tomatoes, we'll bring this up here. Let's put it on the screen.
Jennifer Hudson was in here too. Jennifer Lewis. Wow, there's a lot of voices in here.
Okay. So the 93% on Rotten Tomatoes is the audience score, and that is not a surprise. It is really fun. It's really worth seeing. The reviews are probably honest. Sporting a terrific voice cast, nifty animation, a solid moral for youngsters. That's what I really like. Like, this one is about dreaming big and overcoming obstacles. Even, like, it's funny because the goat, as a metaphor for the greatest of all time, well, in this movie, a goat is like the least likely animal to be able to play the sport. And that animal worked so hard because it wanted to be able to do it and overcome things. And I kept thinking, like, Spuds McKenzie,
do you realize Wayne Knight is in this film too? There's a ton of talent in this film that are these voice actors.
Yeah.
They probably killed it. Eduardo Franco, I like him a lot. He's funny. He's actually really funny. Nick Kroll is in here. Wow. Yeah. This is like a whole spread of good quality actors.
Nick Kroll, when he was on Parks and Rec, it was one of the only parts that I liked of Parks and Rec, because he's funny. He's
funny.
He's so funny. I'm not a fan. I watched all of Parks and Rec. Oh. Suddenly there's an echo.
It wasn't me.
Oh, there it is. Okay. It was from America. But I watched all of Parks and Rec because I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this. I watched it for Chris Pratt because I wanted to see how he evolved as an actor from, that's where he was taken from, and then a couple other things, and all of a sudden he's Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Mm-hmm. And he's doesn't play a big role on Parks and Rec at all. He's kind of in it, and he's funny, but he's much funnier in other things. Nick Kroll, when he was on there, the few times he was on, he like kind of stole the show. He's pretty darn funny. But in general, Parks and Rec, I watched it through one time, and it's not a series that I can revisit. There are plenty of series that I can go back. I can go back and rewatch The Office. I can go back and rewatch Friends. You can go rewatch Chuck, but I can't rewatch Parks and Rec.
Dwayne Wade a basketball player?
Might be there. I mean, it would make sense that there are real basketball players in it.
Yeah, because he's one of the voice characters, the voiceover for. That's really cool that they put an NBA player in here.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Let's see. Caleb McLaughlin, he was in Strange. The Gabrielle Union, Steve Curry. Nicola Coughlan, Nick Kroll, Dave Harbour, Jennifer Lewis.
That's insane.
We
don't really go crazy about Jennifer Lewis anymore, though.
Don't go crazy about Jennifer Lewis. Not after the rants that she's had.
Mm-hmm.
That's Aaron Pierre, Patton Oswalt, again, not one that I'm fond of at all, but it's like kind of not noticeable so much. There are lots of big actors that I can't stand them, but if they put them in voice acting, it's like I can tolerate if I don't see their face. Andrew Santino, Bobby Lee, Eduardo Franco, Sherry Cola. I think that's the sister of Pepsi, right? Is that right?
That's a good one.
Jelly Roll, Jen Hudson, Adam Rosette, Aaron Buchsbaum, and a whole bunch of others.
A lot of talent. No wonder the movie did well. I think.
Well, it was well written. It had a lot of the same tropes that you do see in other movies about overcoming and dreaming big and all that. But you got to have, I mean, the tropes are going to be there because they're part of that kind of a movie, right? So, but it was emotionally moving, and the kid liked it. Of course, that's important, hugely important, and the family liked it. We all had a good time. To me, a big deal is being able to go to the movies as a family, having a good time, and we have to keep it on the cheap. We can't go to IMAX and pay $25 a ticket and go see Avatar, spend $75 on that, and then spend a fortune on popcorn and soda. So when it's a really cheap movie day and it's free popcorn and we get a good flick, we are like, floating on air for that. We love that. Those are good times for us.
Good times.
And Four Leaf Shogi, go and Shogi Santino and Bobby Lee, the Bad Friends podcast is getting big. Yes, he is. Dwayne Wade. I wonder if anybody in the chat has seen this movie. There's a lot of movies that I've unfortunately had to miss lately and won't even be able to see or review until they come on streaming. I still have not seen Wicked for Good.
It's
I haven't either. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Pooey fooey.
The thing about Wicked for Good, I think, is that it's aptly titled, because I think that the people that starred in it, I think they're wicked for good.
I think they're hungry for good.
And that too. They're starving for. I mean, it's Cynthia Erivo is starving for attention, because you'd have to be in order to want to be her and portray Jesus.
But she starred in Stranger Things. Did you see her in Stranger Things?
Mm-mm.
No, I just see her as a Stranger Thing.
She was a Demogorgon. I was like, oh, they gave her that role. That's so cool.
Was she really a Demogorgon?
No.
You're just kidding around.
Yes, because the nails and the claws and whatnot. Yeah, she
does look like Nosferatu. She does look like a demi. She definitely looks demonic.
Super.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, that's my review for GOAT, guys. My recommendation: go see it. It is definitely worth going to. It's worth getting to the movies for. It's worth paying for a ticket for. It's worth it for your family. I think everybody will have a good time and come out of there feeling good. And that's the important thing. I don't have a graphic to end this with. I will go back to, just because it's still up there, we'll do it this way. No one Chogi gifted Paul Bradley's Fun memberships earlier, but it's okay because I want to play his fun dance thing again. Let's do it.
It's the
That's
comments
so
are doing
cute.
the comments are doing it again, Erica. It's demonic. A Demogorgon tapped into the live chat.
What? Where?
Every time I comment, it looks like Erica's commenting too. It's probably
Yeah,
'cause we were
it's
playing
weird. There's
earlier.
been like a cross glitch somewhere and being
Stranger
signed.
Things. It's in the upside down, is what it is. It's in the upside down. Upside down.
Boy, you take wait, what are the words?
Boy, yeah, you got it. Boy, you got me inside out.
Round and round.
That's good. That's good funk right there. Dun, 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 dun. Don't get me started. I gotta take my
guys,
butt to bed.
let's get into by the way, we are leading right into the pro show, which starts right after this, so don't nobody go nowhere. You can get the pro show right afterwards, but right now we have some news that well, you know, I don't know what kind of news
I
it is
have
exactly.
news.
What type of news is it?
Well, to be perfectly frank, it's bad.
Maybe if you tell me the bad news in a good way, it won't sound so bad.
The bad news in a good way. Yes, I can do that. Well, here goes. Wait till you hear this.
I love that movie. That never gets old. Ever.
Well, let's see if we can take this bad news in a good way. Video Disney World guest plays in the water in restricted area of Epcot. Should we do that? Should we? You know,
Yeah, I saw that.
Isn't it funny that in
Nasty.
Epcot, where it's a thing to drink around the world, and they put even more emphasis on drinking by having a shape language bar, and
I have not
by
seen this yet.
having everybody drink. Cuban Superman is here, by the way. Yay! Saw you up there, Cuban Superman. MJ, there's a message for you.
No, I don't do that. I have a beanie covering all this hair. If you guys even knew how much hair I have, Erica's seen it behind the scenes. It's like a whoof. But it's beautiful when it gets blow dry.
Yeah, but she doesn't put it in funky places, so don't worry about that. Okay,
no funky places.
This is out of That Park Place by Cham Lee. Disney World guest plays in water in restricted area of Epcot. There's the beautiful spaceship Earth. Hey, that's my photo. I didn't know that. Look at that. Spaceship Earth. Photo credit, follow the Bradley's Fun. I didn't even recognize my own photo. That's nice. An unidentified guest entered a restricted landscape area and dipped her hands and feet in a decorative stream at Epcot on February 16th, 2026. What is this? A video shared on Instagram by user The Ride View Jonathan shows the individual climbing past a rail into Victoria Gardens at the Canada Pavilion. I know where that is. Oh my gosh. The clip appears show the person removing at least one shoe and placing her hands and feet into the stream of water that flows through the garden area. Yeah, don't do that. That's
Disgusting.
Well, it's funny because I kind of like maybe she's from a different country and
Yeah, you were reading my mind. I said she's probably from another country that's never been here before, or she has mental issues. One of those two.
But aren't these areas that are fenced off? Like there's a clear fence line?
No, there is. There's a walkway and like a railing, but it's not. The railing is to denote that you're not supposed to go over it, but you're supposed to have the common sense enough to know that. And I think there might be signs there that say don't do it, but they obviously would be printed in English.
Right.
Anyway, guest incident in Epcot. This is what it says. A guest was reported entering a restricted area near Victoria Gardens this weekend at Epcot, a space clearly marked for authorized personnel only. Cast members and security responded quickly, and the situation was handled without major disruption. While it may seem harmless to step past a rope or gate, restricted areas exist for a reason: safety, operations, and the protection of both guests and cast members. Of course, in this case, it's also a protection of the way the area looks. Like that's like you don't want to stomp on the grass there. That it's there for beauty. Theme parks are very strict on prohibited areas. If it says cast members only, it truly means it. Let this be a reminder. Respect the magic and the boundaries that keep it running smoothly. So let's see if we find out anything more In the social media post where the video was shared, contributors stated the cast members and security responded quickly, becoming aware of the guest situation, matter resolved without major disruption. Fine. The video circulating online does not identify the guest or explain their motive for entering the area. At this time, there are no public statements from Disney officials or local law enforcement about the incident. And then it goes into the context of what Victoria Gardens is, Canadian Pavilion, and then has a picture of our good friend Lonely Walt. It's look. The problem is this keeps happening. So a big fountain area where this happens a lot, and you can actually. I think it's probably okay to put your hands in it, but not okay to like actually jump into it. And that's the fountains in front of France. MJ, you know what I'm talking about, right? The fountains in front of France.
Yeah.
Can't you dip your hand in that? Like it's in close enough where you can like,
you
can like sit by and dip your hand in. But like people have like jumped in and started playing around. One guy last year jumped into the lake by in front of Italy, the Italy Pavilion. Remember that incident?
Yeah,
a few years ago, the guy
people speak English. Where was he from? He's not from here, right? He couldn't have been from here. They don't.
Well, he just wanted to go swimming.
Or they're just drunk.
Yeah,
I think they're
out of their mind.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that are they're just not with it. Epcot is the park where I would say the most incidents of this type do happen, but we've also had several incidents. We had a lady crap. I mean, pull down her drawers and literally take a dump in the middle of Hollywood Studios last year. Do you remember that?
I forgot about that. Yeah. And then the Galaxy
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians. Someone changed their kid's diaper and it was a poop diaper.
Yep.
And it was poop everywhere. How does that happen?
It happened on Little Mermaid too. The Voyage of the Little Mermaid ride. People, I don't know what's going on with that part of Disney because I know we have social media and things that have helped get word out about these things happening. Maybe that's quicker, but I don't think these incidents have happened in the past. They either did or didn't, and Disney just kept it really quiet. Things like this happen at the pools. When I was working at the pools, I mean, good Lord, but it's at a pool. You expect illness to happen at a pool. You expect people to get sick to their stomach when they're playing around in the water, kids especially. The biggest one that I saw, you're going to love it. And we shut the pools down immediately. It's embarrassing as a lifeguard when somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, I think I stepped on Dookie."
Oh.
And then you're like, you got to blow 2 whistles, shut the pool down, get everybody out as quickly as possible and clean everything out. And I'll never forget working that one. You want to know which pool it was? It was, I think it was the Little Mermaid or the bowling pin pool? It was either Little Mermaid at Art of Animation or the bowling pin pool at Pop Century, because I know it was that end of the property. But I will never forget that it happened. That was when I was working in 2021, and then you got to call in your coordinators and supervisors, and everybody gets hand in cleaning it up, and then the other one. Oh, and I will never forget this one. We had a code V at the hippie.
Oh, I remember. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Code V.
Yeah.
Code V. And that was at Pop Century. You had to close the pool down for that. But it was none of it got in the pool, but you have to close the pool just in case. And you got to, do the pH checks and all that stuff, make sure everything's cleaned up. But this kid gets out of the pool and starts yakking, right? And runs. I don't know if he ran to a restroom or ran to his bedroom, to the, his hotel room or whatever. He gets out of the pool. And I'm like, how was it possible that he ate that much macaroni and cheese?
That's so disgusting. Because
it was a line of macaroni and cheese, and it had to go for more than 100 feet. And I'm like, how does any kid stomach hold that?
That was the problem. He had too much macaroni and cheese.
Clearly had too much macaroni and cheese.
Oh, gosh.
It was the nastiest thing ever. And I could not believe that. But yeah, it's that. But those incidents were kids, and for the most part, I will tell you, boy, did I I learned some things being a lifeguard for Disney. I will say this: the lifeguards, we were well trained, and there were two different kinds. I was a shallow, I was a shallow water lifeguard. So I never worked pools that were, I think, more than 5 feet deep or something like that. You had to, and I could have passed being a deep water lifeguard, but I didn't want to because you can get placed at the water parks if you're deep water, and I didn't want to work at the water parks. So yeah, yes, he did go and Shuggy. He maxed the cheese too hard. Yeah, he did. Oh boy. Oh, that was such a nasty one. I could not believe that. But as these incidents pile up, what it makes me wonder, it makes me think, people will talk about the prices being too high, and I do think that they are. But what happens, I think, when the prices are that high is that the people that aren't wealthy but save up the money to do that, they may have said, look, I've scrimped, I've saved, I've worked hard, and I'm paying $200 per person per day for my family. I'm paying $800 a night for the darn hotel room, and I have to pay another $150 for lightning lane privileges, and then we got to feed our family on top of that. And by the end of the day, you're paying at least over $300-400 per person in your per day to just go on a trip, maybe $500 a day. Well, if you're paying that much and you script and save to get there, or you put it on credit cards or whatever, you're not going to care. You're really, at that point in time, you probably give a rat's butt about the rules. If you see something that you want to do, you're going to go do it. And I think that's really, what it comes down to. So all these people disobeying rules and stuff, it's because of this. What's the word that begins with E that's escaping me right now?
It rhymes with what?
No, it begins with E.
E.
It's
But what was the sentence? All these people that
the word.
We need the juice that the bots were.
I know.
Energy.
The word you feel. No, it's what is that word?
We're falling asleep on the show. We're like, what?
No,
What?
it begins with E.
It's energy.
It's not privilege. It's a word that makes you feel like privilege, but it's not privilege. It's
entitlement.
Entitled. That's it. Thank you. It's the entitlement generation. Everybody that comes to Disney feels like they're entitled to break the rules, and it makes sense when you're paying much money. You're gonna feel entitled to break the rules. But in this case, that rule, if you break that rule and there's something in the water, it could break you.
She's still laughing.
She's tired. It's like 2:00 in the morning over there. She's
the kid that we were talking about, the kid that ate the macaroni and cheese, he was stuffing his face at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Doing the Swedish.
Well, there's
chef
no all-you-can-eat buffet at Pop Century, though. That's what's
How
so
do you
funny
know the
about
parents? How do you know the parents didn't go off property, take the kids to an all-you-can-eat buffet, and come back? You don't know.
He couldn't have had it
Maybe
in his
that's
stomach.
all the kid will eat because he's a picky eater. So every time they go out to
fresh.
eat, it's mac and cheese.
It didn't look like it has been in his system very long. It
didn't look fresh. The noodles weren't. The noodles were not intact.
That was some. That was very, very messed up. Very messed up mac and cheese. That's the kind of mac and cheese that makes you.
Lowered expectations.
I love the Swedish Chef.
Oh yes, indeed.
But we love Go and Shogi way more.
Yeah. Sorry. You did that impression so well.
Which one? Oh, the Swedish Chef? Yeah, that's our thing here at home. My son, he's the Swedish Chef. He goes, there's stuff flying everywhere. What are you, the Swedish Chef? You don't know how to make a sandwich? The freaking bread is flying everywhere. The cheese is on the ceiling. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, Mom, I'm the Swedish Chef.
He went to Mickey's buffet and he wasn't leaving until he ate $67. That would actually make a lot of sense. You're not leaving here until you eat $67 worth of mac and cheese. Oh,
Oh, and Chef Mickey's. Yeah, that's right. See, there is an all-you-can-eat buffet there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just hork it all down.
Back in '84, a family of 8 wearing overalls sat on the edge of the Epcot fountain and were soaking their feet. Neither I nor the employees knew if they were characters from the land or the... Just make believe you're a tiny little seed. Tiny little seed that's reaching up to meet your need. You know, we got copyright claim for Jeremy's song the other day.
Which song?
When he did Country Roads.
Oh, he's done that song on his own channel before, though.
I know, but we got copyright claim for it. So now, if you go back and try to listen to it, it's muted. Sucks. That's why I'm saying it, because I don't want to get copyright claim for "Listen to the Land." Just listen to the land we all love. Nature's plan to shine above. Listen to the land. Listen to the land. I love that song. When autumn falls, it's a harvest show. North winds blowing everywhere they can blow. The earth and land can be best friends. Just listen and your harvest time will never end. Let's listen to the land we all love. And all of the original Epcot songs, that to me was one of the main things that I loved about the park back then. All Horizons, Universe of Energy, Universe. At least the Universe of Energy. There's an Easter egg to that on Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if you're aware of that, but
no, I didn't know that.
Have you? No, I don't think you've been on. Have you been on Guardians yet, or no?
I go through the queue line. I can't go on the ride yet.
Well, if you go on the ride, okay, so the ride stops right before you go. It shoots you backwards, right? But right before that, the giant celestial creature says, we're going to end this rock and roll music. The rock and roll music that's playing right then is a rock version of Universe of Energy.
Oh, cool.
It's like,
I force the family to go on, and then I wait for them on the bench. There's a bench. I wait for them.
I know the bench.
I could go on, but if I do that, I would have to hire the attorney that everyone keeps hiring when they know they shouldn't go on a ride and they go anyway.
Guys, we want to thank Go and Shogi before we take off here. Yes. One last time, we're going to both play his, and then we're going to play the celebration, because we want to celebrate everybody that's in the chat. So thank you, Go and Shogi. Here you go.
Too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo!
Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. It's making me mental. But at least say yes to you during the show. I think I would go so crazy. On the
There you go. What I'm hoping to do with all of my individualized thank yous, like for going shogi, is to do all of them so that they involve like some kind of party, dancing, fun stuff like that. So that's kind of the whole point. Yeah, that's my first one, and who knows, maybe I'll refine it. But thank you so much, Go and Shogi. You're such a help to the channel, have been for a while. I just created an 18-month membership icon, and then I noticed once I tried to upload it to YouTube that it's the next one's supposed to be for 2 years. It's like it doesn't do 18 months, it does 12 months, and then it jumps from that to 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and so on and so forth. So it has like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and then like maybe 6 month, and then 12 month, and then it goes to 1 and 2 and 3 years. So, but thank you so much for being a supporter of the channel and a member of the channel for such a long time, and helping with the wrenching and everything else that you do. William, I'll see you there, William. Yeah, I appreciate everybody in the chat. And of course, I appreciate my guest, Erica. Let's tell the people about Bruce Banner. No, not the Hulk. Brood Banter.
Brood Banter. Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
Brood Banter.
Yeah. So
don't make her caffeinated. You wouldn't like her when she's caffeinated.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Friday at 2 p.m. after that Park Place, Raph and I will be live, Brood Banter, and have no clue what we're going to talk about. We're just going to sit around and have some fun and just, just shoot the bull with a bunch of friends. Yep.
Shoot the code V. Shoot the macaroni and cheese.
Shoot the shiz.
The shiz, the university.
The shiz.
Throw up. Speaking of throw up Erica's link in the chat, please.
Throw it up.
Throw it up. We won't be throwing up mac and cheese.
What a show.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like we need mac and cheese just falling now in the background.
If you haven't done so yet, go over to Hanging with Erica and Raph. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're hanging out with us on Fridays. Sometimes I'll be there. Sometimes I won't be there. It just depends on my schedule. But who knows? I've seen lots of people pop in. Oh, who was that? Who was the last person to pop in on Bash today?
Oh, Orange Grove 55.
Orange. Oh, okay.
Culture
That's
Casino was there too.
No, yeah, no, I was there with Culture, but after I left, I popped. I went to check it out when I was at the movie theater, and I saw somebody else on there. But Orange Grove, I think that's somebody that he used to stream with back in the day, so that makes sense. Magically MJ. Where can people find you on these interwebs of ours?
I am on Instagram, on X. I appreciate it. The love so much. Thank you, Ron, for having me on your show tonight. It was so much fun. Yeah, I laughed a lot tonight and probably needed that to finish off the day. It's been crazy, but it's great. I will be with Erica and Raph on Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, and I'm on that Park Place Mondays and Wednesdays, 12 p.m. Eastern, and I'm on Vash Guy's Parkcast. So he'll be announcing his schedule real soon, so be tuned in for that. And I am on the dish with Ron Bradley. It's wonderful.
Yes. And we did on Mondays after that Park Place at 2 p.m. Eastern time. On Tuesdays, we dish after, oh, you're good. Tuesdays, we dish at 3 p.m. after the WDW Pro Show. And on Wednesdays, we dish at night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, leading into the WDW Pro Show. So don't turn that dial, and we should be redirecting you right over to the WDW Pro Show right after this. Ron Bradley, never heard of him. Yeah, me neither. No. The movie was called The Goat. We reviewed it earlier, Sean. So if you go back and watch the beginning of the stream, you can see the Goat review, although I might, hopefully, if I can get my stuff together, be able to put this up as an individual video, but I'm having struggles with that lately. So, but people are going back and watching the stream. You can also find Magically MJ on X at x.com/magicallymj. And Bruce Newhouse for $5. Oh, thank you so much, Bruce. We appreciate that. You give us something else to celebrate. We love another celebration.
Yeah.
And we haven't done Star Wars in a little bit tonight, so we'll celebrate with that with the Star Wars.
I still can't get over Darth Vader's moves and the Wookiee, like Chewie's moves, man. I don't know. Those are it's so cool.
I will have there's one person I know who's going to get a celebration with a lot more of that kind of stuff in it. So all good, Bruce. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody. And Bruce Newhouse, not Bruce Banner. So, but anyway, guys, MJ, Erica, thank you so much. Sean, thank you for being here. Go and Shogi now, 4-Leaf Shogi, thank you for being here. And William and Bruce for the support. And my beautiful wife, Virginia, was in the chat. William Schweikert, everybody, Kit Kat, I see you. TJ I should have eaten that mac and cheese. No, just kidding.
That's perfect. That's perfect, Ron. That's good.
But anyway, we're going to send you over to the WDW Pro show right now. He starts in about 4 minutes, so not too much of a wait. We will be back live again on Monday at 2 p.m. after our good friends at That Park Place. And let me check this last comment coming in. Yeah, that's what happened. Thank you at Vehal Vijo. Thank you. Just saw that. Thank you guys so much. And until next time, we are out of here. We'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Good night. Good night.
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shot.